Merry Christmas. This is Adam Blagg bringing you a message during this Christmas season. I hope you have enjoyed and will continue to enjoy the Christmas reflections of people connected to the Otterbein and Asbury and John Wesley community here in Harrisonburg. Our Christmas traditions as a child were always a bit on the tardy side. We were not a family to set up the Christmas tree early. I have distinct memories of going and finding Christmas trees with Dad and my brothers, the 22nd to 23rd, decorating the Christmas tree on the 24th. Some lights might be hung outside earlier than that, but a late Christmas tree was always part of the routine at the house. That being said, we never took the Christmas tree down early. It would always stay up way past Epiphany. We were never quick to take things down, but never early to put up those Christmas decorations. So my favorite memory, though, from Christmas and as a kid was definitely our Christmas Eve pageants. So most of our church, namely the youth, and youth I use that a very broad term, would put on a Christmas Eve pageant. And it was quite a production. They still happen today in Doe Hill. But we would gather around and have a pageant with music and speaking parts and recitations for the kids. It was quite an experience. I was never very good at those memorizing lines, and as I got to be older and a teenager, I just didn't put a lot of effort into it. So my lines were often ad-lib, much to the chagrin of people who were directing the program. But it was always a very fun and memorable experience of doing the Christmas Eve pageant. Christmas Eve itself was always so exciting. I loved Christmas Eve. It had to be one of my favorite days of the year. Just that anticipation of what was coming the next day. We had a Christmas Eve service would always run a little bit later than normal. We'd have a big spread of refreshments afterwards. So exchange of gifts with friends and people in the church. It was really a lot of fun as a kid. I really enjoyed the Christmas Eve experience. A sleepless night was, of course, guaranteed. There were some Christmas Eves that I remember that were just bitterly cold. We had some really cold Christmas Eve events. Not a lot of snow that I recall, but a lot of cold evenings to participate in those wonderful days. Christmas Day itself was great. Get up early at the crack of dawn. Before Dad would have any desire for us to be out of bed, just eager to be involved in that process, opening Christmas presents around our tree and going to Grandma's house right next door and doing the same there. And of course the big meal to follow. It was always a great experience, the Christmas Day experience. Today that doesn't seem so different than what we do. Kids excited about Christmas Day, although that has changed a little bit. I think what I really enjoy about Christmas now, though, is not necessarily the presents and the anticipation, the expectation of that, but simply the opportunity to pause in the midst of the busy season and to sit around the table with family, to share a meal together, to really enjoy the rest that comes after a busy Advent season. So all that preparation, all that work leading up to Christmas is definitely worth it when the table is set and the food is prepared and just simply sitting and eating and relaxing for that. I've come to cherish the day after Christmas as well. Boxing Day would be the language we use for our English brothers and sisters. But just that day of rest after Christmas is over. Grown quite fond of soccer and just knowing that there's all sorts of soccer matches on to watch on Boxing Day. That has become a tradition that I have enjoyed a lot in these past couple years. So I hope you have your own Christmas traditions that you cherish, and maybe these have sparked a few that you in your own memory. So I wish you a Merry Christmas and a continued joyous New Year.
Frosty wind In